Damn it, Bo, that's not funny.
Honey, listen, I didn't mean to scare you. I saw you in the parking lot. I've been yelling your name ever since I saw you.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so spooked. It's just with that guy lurking around here taking pictures of me.
Hey, just forget about that creep.
Forget about it, honey. You thought it was serious enough to send me out of town on a vacation with Megan.
Yeah, but now that we had to scrap those plans, I'm not going to let you out of my sight.
Well, you gave Rafe a description of the guy, right? So hopefully the police will just pick him up and take him downtown. I mean, I would like to know what's going on with this thing.
If that guy's smart, he'll get the hell out of town, because if I ever see him again, he's in for a lot of trouble. I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
I know.
Tina.
Honey, this is gonna be like a brand new start for us. It's gonna be the start of a whole new life.
But we just can't ignore the past. We've got to deal with some things, Tina.
Well, the only thing that matters right now is that I know you love me and I love you.
We can't. Not right now. We can't.
Honey, everybody in the house is gone. All the kids are out of the house. This is the perfect time.
It's just not right. Not now, not.
Honey, what good is love if you can't share it with someone?
Let's defib. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
200 joules.
Okay. Bed clear. Come on, Max. Come on.
Just at us.
Defib.
No pulse. Give me an amp of epi.
Let's get it going again. Come on, recharge. 300 joules.
300 joules ready.
Okay, clear the bed.
No pulse.
All right, let's do it again. How are we doing, Doctor?
Starting, we're pretty hopeless.
No way, we've got to make this thing work. I need an amp of epi, Rebuffs, 100 milligrams of lidocaine.
It's not happening.
Just do it. Recharge for 360 joules, please, nurse. I need an amp of sodium bicarb, and I need you to set up the dopamine, please.
360 joules ready.
Okay, clear the bed, everyone.
O Lord, who by thy mercy has the power to heal the sick and suffering, give strength to Max in his hour of need. Deliver him from pain. Spare him from death. Although I know I have no right nor the worth to offer myself in exchange for Max's life, I do so with the humblest, most contrite heart. Please, dear God, please don't let him die.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
Let thy holy angels defend him from the dangers of the darkness. Restore him to his former health so that he may raise our son in thy glory and love. Thank you, Lord. Dear Lord, thank you.
360 joules, once again.
Danny's not responding. We've done everything we could.
We've got to keep fighting, Doctor. You hear us, Max? Keep fighting with us.
360 joules ready.
All right, clear the bed.
No pulse. BP is 60, palpin rising.
We have a rhythm on the monitor. I can't believe it.
All right. Our work is not done yet. Dial up the dopamine to help up his blood
How's
pressure.
his breathing?
We have spontaneous respirations, Doctor.
Oh, way to go, Dan.
All righty, hook up the respirator to 100% oxygen. Check out his gases, blood gases, in 30 minutes. Come on, Max, keep fighting. Don't give up on us now.
Gabrielle, you mustn't continue to torture yourself in this way. You've already prayed for the restoration of Max's health. And it's for God now to decide what Max's fate will be.
Yes, sister. And he has decided. His decision is that Max will recover.
I hope and pray that God has more work for Max to do in this world. But in case he has another plan, you must find the strength to accept his will without anger or despair.
He's not going to take him from us. Not now.
We can't always understand the paths that God chooses for us. But we must have trust in his love and bear whatever burdens he might ask us to bear. If he chooses to call Max from this world, we can take comfort in our faith in everlasting life.
I'm telling you, Max is going to live. I made a bargain. He's going to spare his life so that he can raise our son. Oh, you don't have to worry. I haven't gone over the edge, and I'm not deluding myself. I can't explain it. But I know for a fact that my prayers have been answered. I must get to the hospital.
I think we should go downstairs and have a talk.
No, I think we should stay right here.
Tina, you're getting all caught up in a fantasy here, and we need to fix the reality.
Honey, my loving you and caring for you and wanting you is not a fantasy. That's reality. And that's all that matters. Isn't it?
Not that I don't appreciate it, but you guys didn't have to come out to the airport.
Well, you didn't give us much time to say goodbye to you back in town.
No, you pulled up stakes pretty quickly, didn't you, Raymond?
Well, I hate goodbyes, and the coronation's coming up. I have to get back to Mendorra, much as I wanted to stay on in Landview.
Well, Sarah and I did everything we could to keep you here. We don't want the Mendorrans thinking that we're not gracious.
Believe me, that's the last thing they'd think. I owe you both so much.
Well, we're certainly not going to let you leave town here empty-handed.
Oh, what's this, tapes?
Since we had to give up our training sessions, I wanted to make sure that you followed through with your lessons.
Might be the lessons that he's leaving town for.
Absolutely not. Nothing I like more than Sarah forcing me to go that extra inch.
Well, I keep telling you.
All it takes is
belief in yourself.
Well,
right.
thanks for giving me that.
Okay, well, anytime you need a pep talk, you just give me a call.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Bo would love that.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah's going to be on the phone to you a lot, just checking to see how you're doing.
Well, you know, maybe in the beginning it'd be better if I just sort of stumbled along on my own.
No, sorry, I'm going to be keeping an eye on you. Are you afraid of how your people are going to react?
Well, it's not exactly a great time for the people of my country to have a blind man for a king.
You know, I read in the papers that Mendorra is going through kind of a fragile condition right now through this transition period.
Right.
Your brother's at the airport now, waiting to take off for Mendorra.
He wasn't meant to come home so soon.
I'm sorry, Prince Roland.
Get back here on the double. If you have to charter a plane, do it. I don't want Raymond to know that anything has changed while he was gone.
I just have the matter of Beau Buchanan to clear up.
Sebastian, my brother is returning to Mendorra because he doesn't trust me.
Yes, I understand that.
Then you understand that we have to move quickly. But nothing can be done until we have the girl.
Yes, I realize that.
Don't screw up again. Get the girl and get rid of her fiance.
I'll tell you what. Let's check at the nurse's station. Excuse me. Do you have any information about how Max Holden's doing?
He's having some cardiac problems.
What does that mean? Is he dying?
I'm sorry, I don't have all the details.
Well, find somebody who does.
Darling, I'm sure they're taking good care of him.
No, we shouldn't have left. We shouldn't have left him here.
Come on, sweetheart, let's sit down.
I don't want to sit down. I was just beginning to get to know him. We were just starting to connect. God, he has no idea how I feel about him.
Honey, I'm sure he knows how you feel.
No, we never even said the words. We're always just joking and being sarcastic and... God, I must be a jinx. Every time I love someone, they leave me. God, first my father, then my mother, and now Max.
Darling, I don't want you to say things like that. Now, we don't know what condition Max is in. He is a strong man. He's a fighter. Honey, he is not going to give up easily.
Yeah, well, maybe his heart is too weak to fight anymore.
Oh, sweetheart.
What is it, you? Oh, it's Max.
What about him? We don't know about his
No, he's
condition.
having cardiac problems. He's probably died, and they don't even want to tell us.
No, he's not. He's not dead. He's not going to die.
Sorry. You can't go in now.
Just try and stop me.
You happy?
Being with you like this is wonderful. Always has been.
I think that's because we're soulmates. I think that's why we get along so well. It's like, and that's why we're so comfortable with one another from the moment we met. Because we were meant to be together. It's like destiny or something. It's like, that's why we're even alive.
Too bad that this couldn't be our whole marriage. Then we'd have a perfect marriage and a perfect life.
We can have a perfect marriage and a perfect life.
I don't know anyone who's got a perfect life.
Well, we can. God, we have so much to be thankful for. I mean, look at everything we've been through and we're still here. We're still together. After everything, I mean, nothing has destroyed us. That should be proof to both of us that love can conquer all.
I think you might be getting caught up in that fantasy again.
How can you say that?
Tina, our relationship is not in the greatest shape.
No. But it will be in great shape again. Soon.
You both have taught me a lot about hope and trust.
Well, you've taken the first step in what I think might be a long journey. So I don't want you to get discouraged if you take a step or two backwards. It's just part of the learning process.
Well, I'll try to remember, but the sooner my sight returns, the happier I'll be. I know. I can't put things off until then. That's another thing you taught me. I really don't know how I'll ever repay you.
Well, 4 days, 3 nights in a Mendorran resort might be nice. Megan, you are shameless. Hey, I am just trying to finagle a free honeymoon for you and Beau.
Well, no, we don't care about the cost, but we'd sure love to come to Mendorra.
You're both welcome any time at the resort of your choice as my guest. Just give me a call. I'll make all the arrangements.
Raymond, Megan was just kidding.
No, I wasn't.
Well, I'm not kidding either. Oh, but I do have one stipulation. You have to bring Megan along with you.
Oh, terrific. That sounds like a fun honeymoon.
Yeah, Hawaii's starting to sound better and better to me all the time.
I'll find ways to keep her busy so that you'll have all the privacy you need. Joseph, give them all passes to the palace.
What?
Passes, it means you've been cleared by security and have access to the palace anytime.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Look what you've done. Well, let me hear. You've ruined my... Don't take your hands. It was an accident. Sorry.
Something wrong, Raymond? Are you having second thoughts about giving us these passes to the palace?
Oh, no, absolutely not. You're welcome anytime.
Honey, I think we should put these in the safe so we'll know where they are when it comes time to go to Mendorra, huh?
I think you're right.
Megan, is someone watching us behind Mo and Sarah?
Not that I can see. Raymond, what's going on?
Nothing. I just asked Joseph to check on the plane, find out when we can take off.
All right, I'm going to call the hospital and check on Max. Is that all right?
Of course.
All right. I won't be long.
You know, if there's delays with your plane, you can't take off. I know Ace would be happy to loan you his.
Oh, thanks. But the pilot seems to think it's just some minor repairs. Listen, I know you both have busy schedules. You don't have to wait around until I take off.
Oh, that's all right. No problem. We'll wait until Megan comes back.
Sarah, I'm fine. You don't have to babysit.
Maybe we ought to head on back to town, honey.
Okay, all right. Listen, if you need anything, would you please call me?
I will. And as soon as my sight returns, you'll be the first to know. How about a hug for good luck?
Goodbye.
Bo, take care of my favorite teacher.
I sure will, and you take good care of yourself.
I will. Thanks for everything.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Sebastian, what a surprise. There's someone here who'd like to speak with you.
Get out of my way.
Here he is, Your Highness.
Just what the hell are you doing in Landview, Sebastian?
You're gonna have to leave.
No!
It's okay, Ted. She can stay.
Andy says that he's having heart trouble.
More than that, Gabrielle. He went into arrest. We managed to bring him back, but I don't know for how much longer.
Wait, it's gotta live. I mean, there must be something you can do.
Gabrielle, we've gone through the book. The rest is up to Max.
I need to be alone with him. I want to be alone with him.
No, we can't leave the patient alone.
You said there was nothing more you could do for him, right?
I'll stay. All right, Gabrielle?
Yes. You can't do this to him. We had a bargain. Don't you back out on me now. I'm gonna hold up my end. Oh, dear God, hear my prayers. Give him his strength. Restore his health. Dear Lord, come on.
He's stabilizing. Excuse me. Oh, my God, if you know what this man has been through, this is a miracle.
Yes, it is.
You have a reputation of being a very careful man, Sebastian. If you'd done your research, you'd have learned that people without sight sharpen their other senses. I heard your voice, and now I smell a rat. Why did my brother send you to Landview?
Your Highness, there is nothing sinister about my being here. Prince Roland was concerned about you and asked me to take care of you.
Without my knowledge?
He was simply trying to spare your feelings. He didn't want you to feel inadequate.
Were you also instructed to terrorize Bo Buchanan, Sarah and Megan Gordon?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know these people.
Please, don't play games with me, Sebastian. These people have been followed. Now, I don't know what you're up to, but your work here in Landview is finished. Joseph, would you please escort our friend to the plane and make sure that someone guards him?
Of course.
If I were you, I would go very quietly. Now get him on the plane.
Raymond,
What's the word on Max?
the nurse said that he's still in critical condition. God, I'm so afraid for him.
Is he? No, he's not. He's not. He's fine.
But
He's gonna be just fine, I promise you.
Well, how do you know that?
I just know about these things. If you don't believe me, well, ask Dan. Dan, come and tell Andy how Max is.
Well, he's doing okay for now. I was so sure we were going to lose him, but somehow we pulled through.
Oh, God, thank you.
Whoa. Take it easy. I can't take all the credit. I had a lot of help from the man upstairs.
Dr. John?
No, a little higher up.
Oh, I guess I should thank him, too. I should have had more faith. I was so afraid.
Oh, darling.
Andy, we were all afraid.
What do we do now?
Well, now we wait some more and pray he doesn't suffer any setbacks.
Is there any real danger of that?
No.
Well, just in case, I always like to be prepared for the worst.
But it's not going to happen, is it? Thank you for not kicking me out earlier.
Well, I'm glad I followed my instincts.
Now, you should let Renee take you home because you look as though you need a little bit of a rest.
I think that is a terrific idea.
No, I just want to stay around a little and wait to see that Max is all right, okay?
Yes, and I think you should take some of your own advice. You look pretty wiped out yourself.
I'm not going anywhere. Now that Max finally needs me, I'm going to be here for him no matter what.
You know what I think about all those lonely nights in the halfway house? And how I kept lying there thinking about being right here where I am. Feeling all safe and warm. But that's all behind me now. It's behind us. We're gonna be a real family again. You, me, and CJ. I mean, maybe we can start building the house again and then maybe work on some more kids. Didn't we say we were gonna have like 6 of them?
Tina, you know why I stopped construction on the house?
Because you didn't know we had a future. But I hope that's behind us, too. Gord, couldn't we go pick up CJ and go to the mountain? We could show him where we want the house to be, and then maybe we could stop by the cabin and light a fire and have lunch, or you and I could, well, we could just go by ourselves and make love in front of the fire.
Tina, stop, please.
Gord, what? Okay, we don't have to do that. We can just, I mean, I'm just so happy to have my freedom. That's fine. And look, I know you can get the time off from Clint. If you just ask him, he'd understand that we want to be together.
You're right, Tina. We do need some time, but not to go up to the mountain and play in the snow. We got some problems that we need to resolve right now. Ignoring them is not going to make them go away.
You know, I didn't do this all on my own, you know. I didn't force you into making
Tina,
love with me.
please. I wanted to just calm down, all right?
Well, what are you trying to do? Say you don't love me?
No, Tina, I do love you. I just don't think it was such a good idea for us to make love right now. I tried to walk out of here, but I couldn't. Because I do love you. And because you are still the most attractive woman I've ever met in my life. But as I tried to tell you, it's not going to resolve anything between us.
Well, I think it's a pretty good start, don't you?
No. No, Tina, I don't. I think it's just going to complicate things even more.
Well, I think it's just going to make things simple. I mean, you love me and I love you. That's all that matters.
Trust matters to me. And responsibility. And honesty. I've always believed that two people need those things for a marriage to work, to be successful. And we don't have those things, Tina. Those things are gone from our lives.
Look, I know it's gonna take a while for us to be able to trust one another again, but I'm sure we can. Look, I know I've learned from my mistakes.
I don't understand how you could say something like that.
Because it's true.
Tina, just a couple days ago, you were almost killed doing exactly what you promised me you wouldn't do. All you cared about was proving that Ambrose was guilty so that you could get your sentence reduced.
That's not fair. What I cared about was trying to keep him from hurting anybody else. Look, everything turned out all right, didn't it?
All right, I guess it depends on what you mean by all right. I guess it's all right that some of us were almost blown apart by a bomb. Maybe it's all right that Max is in a hospital, maybe dying.
Wait a minute here. That is not my fault. How can you blame me for what happened to Max?
Oh, no, I'm not holding you responsible for Ambrose's actions. It's just he shouldn't have been caught in the middle of all that teeny... Never mind. Doesn't matter. What's the use?
You mean, what's the use? I'm trying to understand why you're so upset with me.
Tina, I am so upset because you will never change. You've sworn to me, you've promised me that you would, Tina. And yet, in every case, there's been justification, there's been a reason, there's been an explanation for why you needed to lie to me. For why you needed to betray a trust that you swore you wouldn't. Tina, we talked about it 100 times, and it just never seems to do any good.
Fine, if talking doesn't do any good and sex doesn't do any good, how do you think I'm going to try to save our marriage?
Is there anything I can do?
No, I don't want to burden you. You haven't have to worry about back in Mendorra.
You know, I was taught at a very early age that nothing's impossible to a future king. I intend to hold on to that belief, at least until someone proves me wrong.
I think you're going to be a great king.
As long as no one sees my knees shaking.
I remember when I first joined Fraternity Row, my knees were shaking so badly I thought I was going to fall on my face. But I got over it, and so will you.
God, I wish I didn't have to leave.
Well, it's not goodbye forever.
You'll come to Mendorra, won't you?
Absolutely. As soon as I get my curtsy down. May be difficult for me to get used to calling you Your Highness, though.
Plain old Raymond will do. But you will be required to curtsy.
Reminds me of something I read. Kings are like stars. They rise and set. They have the worship of the world, but no repose. Is that what it's like for your father?
Pretty much.
I suppose it won't be any different for you.
Probably not. There's a downside to being a famous actress, too, isn't there? As long as the good outweighs the bad, it's worth it.
Yeah, most of the time. So things will probably be very different when you get back to Mendorra.
Yeah, they sure will.
They'll be very different here, too.
One thing's certain. You and Sarah won't have to worry about any strangers following you anymore.
Oh, yes? Is that right? Are you going to issue a proclamation for our safety?
Yes, absolutely. That is going to be the first order of business when I become king.
Your Highness, the plane is ready.
I'll be right there. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too.
We appreciate your help, Bo.
Well, you need anything else, you just call, okay?
We'll keep you in our prayers.
Well, thank you.
You are so sweet.
What? A lot of the people who live in the senior citizens home, they have grandchildren that sing in the boys' choir. So I had copies run off of the Sunday service for them, that's
No
all.
wonder I love you so much.
Since I'm the happiest man in the world, I just want everybody else to be as happy as I am, that's all.
This is a beautiful church, isn't it? You know, I come by here all the time. I just never had a chance to stop in.
It really is something, isn't it?
Let's take a look around.
Sure.
feel it too, don't you? Peace, serenity.
Mm-hmm. You know something?
Hmm.
It looks like somebody's getting married here this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting married in a little church like this. Except I know you want to get married in the cathedral.
Do you think we're making a big mistake going for, you know, the whole production?
No, you always wanted to have a storybook wedding, and that's what you're going to have. And I don't think we're going to run into the problems we ran into last time.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, all of a sudden I'm just thinking it might be nice to say our vows in a little church like this, you know, just the two of us.
You're going to get a whole lot of flack from your family.
Yeah.
Of course, if that's what you want, it's okay by me.
Let's do it.
What?
Let's say our vows now.
Now?
Mm-hmm. Right. I figure we can say them just for us here in the little church, and then we'll say them again on Valentine's Day for everybody else.
Oh, I love the idea, but we do have a few problems.
What?
No priest, no marriage license, no rings.
We have each other. Nothing else matters.
Well, here's your... No, shh. Here's your bouquet.
Thank you.
One of the cameramen at the studio, Jay, he just had a little girl, and so he was passing these out. Do you mind having a paper ring?
No, I love it. It's perfect.
You have filled my heart with a love and happiness that I never knew existed, which I will treasure forever. So in the presence of our Lord, I pledge to honor you, to be faithful to you, to love you in sickness and in health and prosperity and adversity, and to keep you safe forever.
I am so thankful for all the love that you've shown me, and the kindness and the happiness that you've given me. I'm going to treasure that for the rest of my life. And in the presence of our Lord, I promise to honor you and to cherish you and to be faithful to you, and to stick by your side through good times, through bad times, to keep you safe.
In token and pledge of our constant faith and abiding love, with this ring, I take you for my wife.
I accept this ring as a token of our abiding love, and I take you for my husband. Did you plan this?
No, I would have if I'd have thought of this, though. Maybe this is a sign that the Lord's blessed us.
Or maybe it's a sign that it's 12 noon.
No. We've had more than our share of signs that mean that we belong together. We've had our adversity and we've survived that because our love is stronger than it ever has been, and we've learned to tolerate each other's weaknesses.
Excuse me,
No.
what?
And we've learned to appreciate each other's strengths. And that's the way love is. It's the way it's supposed to be. Do you remember when you first moved in with me?
Yes, I didn't give us 2 weeks.
We've come a long way since that day, huh?
Yes, we have. It's been like 100 years of happiness.
And now we have a lifetime to share together. And we also have a big wedding at the cathedral on Valentine's Day. You didn't forget that, did you?
No, I haven't forgotten. But I'll tell you something. I don't think that I'll ever feel more married to you than I do at this moment. Gord?
Yeah.
Look, I have done everything I can think of to save this marriage. If you have some kind of an idea, I would appreciate hearing it.
I'm all out of ideas, Tina. I don't know what to do.
Maybe we should go away on a trip together.
No. That won't work.
Well, maybe if we both try harder.
I think you've been trying too hard, Tina. Maybe that's part of this. You can't rebuild a relationship with schemes and seduction.
And you can't rebuild it with love?
You know, there was a time when I never thought I would think something like this, let alone say it. I'm coming to the conclusion that love just isn't enough.
How can you even say that?
Because it's not, Tina. Because I do love you. But I can't spend the rest of my life looking over my shoulder, wondering if you are lying to me again. Coming home from work and you not being here and wondering if you're just out shopping or if you're out on another harebrained adventure.
You used to enjoy those harebrained adventures of ours.
Sometimes they were fun when they weren't life-threatening. Tina, we are parents now. We've got responsibilities. Courting danger is no longer my idea of fun.
You just can't handle it anymore, can you? What? You decided you wanted someone boring like Deborah, is that it? Are you falling for her?
Tina, there's nobody else. Just you and me. You know that. I guess the truth is, I just don't believe in you anymore. I don't trust you, Tina. I have tried. I don't know that I will ever be able to trust you again.
But I love you. I love you more than anyone I've known my entire life.
And I love you. I love you as much as I did the first day that we met. But Tina, I just can't live with you anymore.
Gabrielle, I just spoke to Dan Willick. He said that Max had a hard time, but he's out of danger now.
Yes, he's all right.
Oh,
God has answered all of our prayers.
I'm sorry that I wasn't here. Not that I could have done much but said a prayer, but at least you wouldn't have had to be alone.
I wasn't alone.
Megan?
Honey. Oh, how are you?
I'm better. Did you hear about Max?
Yes, isn't that wonderful?
Yes, the greatest. Gabrielle, I tried to reach Al, but Wanda's line was busy.
Oh, thank you for trying. Thank you.
Look, now that Max is out of danger, I think that you and Gabrielle ought to get some rest.
Well, I think that Andy certainly needs it.
No, I don't. Come on, you've been wandering around for days in the cold looking for Al and worrying about Max. We're gonna have to admit you to a hospital if you don't take care of yourself. I'm fine, Megan. I'm
Look,
fine.
you're about to fall down. Come on. I'll take you home and hang out with you for a while, okay?
I think I'll be going too, and I will check up on you later. Gabrielle, if there is anything you need, you call me here.
Thank you.
See you later.
Let's go.
What about Gabrielle?
She's gonna stay with Max. She's the one that belongs with him now.
Oh, well, look at you. Breathing on your own without the respirator. It's wonderful. He answered my prayers. He answered everybody's prayers who love you. We did it. You know, I've been busy thanking him for his compassion, for sparing your life. Oh, Max. I hope you realize that if you had died, it would have all been because of me. Anyway, that's all over with now. Now you're gonna get strong and healthy. Max.
Huh? Gabrielle.
Yes, I'm here. I'm right here. Oh, you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be better than ever. Oh, thank God. My love, it means so